Okay, so we're almost back now. Back to the car. This is the very start of the trail, I think. Or it can't be far anymore, maybe half a mile or so. And it was a wonderful day. I had so much fun. We did, I'll look it up again, but I think we did almost clocked up 12 or 13 miles. That's quite a bit. So what's that, 16, that's about 20 kilometers. Had a good time. It was just perfect weather. Laurie got a bit hot at some stage when we got further up and we were more exposed, and that's obviously that was around the hottest time of the day. Now going back down, the sun is slowly getting lower and temperatures are dropping slightly again, at least up here in the higher regions. Plus we are in the shade again mostly, which was wonderful. We met a few other hikers that we had quick chats to, learned a few things, and I saw a deer, a nice male one with a good set of horns, but fortunately I didn't have the camera readily available or on, so of course it got wind of me before I spotted it, so that's not on camera. But yeah, one of the exciting things was the rescue helicopter that was having an exercise of some sort, and tomorrow is going to be a completely different hike. I'm looking forward to that. It's called the Ladders, and some canyon that we go into as well, which should be really good. Look forward to it. So I'll see you and talk to you all another time. I'm completely in the sun now, but yay, we're pretty much back to the car, and look at that weather. It's just absolutely beautiful. So see you later. Say see you later, Laurie.
See you later.
Tomorrow at a different hike.
Weekend.
Weekend?
It's Friday, so they're
is
gonna
it?
have their whole weekend.
That means my week here is almost over.
It is.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry, but I've shared half your week.
Well, my
Okay,
weekend.
I've shared 2 days of your week.
My weekend here goes until Monday because I don't leave until
Okay.
Monday morning.
And you still have me for 2 more days.
That's right. You're my guide tomorrow as well.
Yes, and that's where we're going to Ladders.
To Ladders, and what's the canyon called?
It's called Painted Canyon.
Right.
And we're going to see some slot canyons and climb up and down ladders, literally.
Fantastic. So that'll be
In
a
the
good
desert.
video. Rightio, see you all tomorrow. So we've reached the end of the trail of Suicide Rock. We believe that it's not actually where we are that is Suicide Rock, but that it's a lookout to Suicide Rock, which is right over there. And the views are just stunning, and you can imagine why they call that Suicide Rock. It's the one that looked really nice and white and stand out from lower in the valley, and it's got the sheer cliff going down, so that would be an easy one to jump off from without return. Just trying to find a good spot to look down into the valley as well. This is not Suicide Rock. But look at the view. Just drop my poles and my hat, it's going to blow away. And climb up this rock. at that. Now this little ledge here, that could be Suicide Rock too. It looks like a jumping platform. I don't know if you can see it on the video now. So we started somewhere down there where you can see the road in that valley. We've come up to this area. Oh, there's a surface road down there. That must be that road that was blocked off. There's homes. Anyway, it's gorgeous. Lorry's over there somewhere. You can hear her talk to her GoPro. Beautiful view. Southeastern California. Gorgeous. So the interesting thing, or one of the interesting things, is that with the tree line here is a lot higher than back home in Austria, because here the trees started growing at about 1,500 meters high up and higher, and we are over 2,500 meters high up here, and it just feels like I'm on the hills in Austria. Slightly different fir trees than what we've got, but overall the feel that you get the exposed rock and the forests. Nice. There we go. This massive tree, beautiful redwood. We are actually really enjoying this walk. Temperature is just so beautiful, very pleasant. Helps that we're in the shade. We're quite high up. We're over 2,000 meter high up, but it's lovely, just lovely. And we've heard quite a few woodpeckers. We saw one tree, I should have taken a photo. It had, I don't know, a couple of thousand of holes in it that were obviously made by a woodpecker. Must be full of worms or something. Termites, whatever is in that tree. Can't be far anymore now to Suicide Rock. We're going to have a little bit of lunch there and go back to that junction and see if we're going to go towards the peak of Mount San Jacinto, or whichever way it is pronounced. I'm not sure. We think it's It's Spanish origin. So that's the highest, well no, it's not the highest mountain, but one of the highest mountains around here. Over 3,300 meters high. It's amazing. So I want to at least get to a point where we can see that peak and take a picture of it if we don't reach the peak, because we're already on a 7-mile hike, and adding another 14 to this, because it'd be a 7-mile one-way hike from that junction. That's quite a lot. So we'll see how we go. And here's Laurie coming. We're having a fabulous time. Nobody is around. Again, just enjoying nature. Talk to you later. Hi, Laurie.
Hello.
Okay, still inside that beautiful pine forest. Just absolutely love it. But we're slowly getting towards the upper region of this hike. And I think we're coming out to a lovely overlook where we can see some exposed rocks of the mountain. It's just lovely, and we're about, what, 2,500 feet high, not feet, meters. That's actually a sign. Only 1 more mile to Suicide Rock. Strawberry Junction.
I'm thinking we go that way on the way
Little
back,
round
because we're
valley.
going to have more than enough time.
We could walk all the way to the peak. It's only 7 more miles. So 14 miles back, and then the rest of this trip. We could just do it, we've got time.
Yeah, no.
I'd like to go up to the peak. Look
we
at
could
this.
go that direction and see how far we make it. We kind of started late to do a peak like that.
This is not the peak though here, is it?
No.
But that would be about 7 miles going around the edge.
Yeah, that's not the
rim.
peak, it's down that way. It's to the west of us.
It's a different mountain, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's part of the same mountain range. It's
Yeah.
just a different...
Oh, look, that's that white rock that we saw from further down that you liked.
I know.
Different angle. Just gorgeous. 7 miles, we could do that.
All right, we can do that.
Well, we can try anyway.
Yeah, let's try. Worst case scenario, if we don't make it all the way.
That's right. I'd love to be up on that
Make
peak.
up for yesterday.
Exactly.
Let's start with Suicide Rock.
Okay.
We only got 1 mile,
All
so
right.
that's 2 miles.
Yep. Okay. Still enjoying our hike, getting higher and higher. Lots of pine trees. Up and away. Tell me the name of the tree again that I can't pronounce.
It's the manzanita.
A manzanita.
That's the red tree bark that goes into the white ash looking.
That's
Very cool.
Very cool, nice tree, and there's plenty of them. They're starting to get less up here now. Pines are starting to take over.
white bark comes out when that branch is no longer producing. Because down here you have the red, even with the dead branches, and it's producing its leaves. It is so fascinating to see these things in nature and how nature presents herself and renews herself. And of course, trees. I love trees. Trees always. They are my favorite things to see, to hug, to photograph. Trees are amazing. They give us breath. They provide for us. They give us nourishment. They help nourish the air. They feed the animals around. It is so easy for me to look at a tree and see the interbeing. And yet it's still your uniqueness versus mine.
True. Everybody is unique, and because everybody is unique, being unique is absolutely nothing special. If you look at it that way.
If you wanted to be that negative about it.
No, I'm not negative about it, just not even sarcastic, just, well, maybe
It
sarcastic in a funny way.
Yeah, it just is.
Not meaning it that way. We're still unique, but when you think about it, it's nothing special because everybody is unique.
Exactly.
Anyway, this is pretty lovely.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what the bird's opinion is about our uniqueness, but he or she is certainly nice bit of trail.
Now we're going up, up, and we're both using a GoPro.
Look, Laurie's using the
basically
GoPro. Look at this. Look, you have to look this way so you're actually
There
smiling
you
into the
go.
camera.
Alrighty. We are having just a fantastic time. I'm so glad that Stephen asked me to come and visit him on his vacation.
I'm happy you're here.
Thank you. I'd never
And
been
doing
to
all
Palm
the driving.
Springs.
I feel like a lazy bugger.
Well, I love to drive. Road trips are my thing, and particularly driving in the mountains.
Yeah.
I love driving in the mountains.
Well, give me more time to look.
Exactly. And then you could say, oh, look at that. And then
And
I
you're
pull
missing
over.
out.
No, then I pull over and get to enjoy it with you.
That's fabulous anyway.
It's all about being present, as we said
Yep.
earlier. Finding the beauty all around you. Being grateful for whatever the day holds. Even if it's a challenging day. There are definitely things that you can be grateful for. Friends, good friends, hanging out, relaxing, being good.
So, we just started today. Laurie and I are up in the mountains. We're already up at, I don't know, about 1,500 meters. And we're going on Suicide Trail, which is about 7 miles return. And what was it again? The altitude, about 1,800 feet? Elevation gain, yeah.
But
Sorry, not altitude.
altitude tops, I think it's 85.
Yeah, so about up to 8,500 feet high. which is quite high up. And it's beautiful here. Temperature is gorgeous, but it is only 9 o'clock in the morning. It will get hotter. But what a lovely place to be. And look at the colours of this tree. Gorgeous, the pine trees. And the drive up here was absolutely lovely as well. Good views onto Palm Springs before it gets too hazy and you can't see anything. GoPro stop capture. Laurie and her trees. I'm making it out like you. You wanted to stop here for this tree, even though it was me. I just love the way it looks, the character.
I love that it has character.
The bark on it.
I need to stop and take a picture of this, a video of this tree.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Mine's gonna be my GoPro.
There you go, now it's Laurie's turn. So I've just walked a little bit further up to see a couple of more views while Laurie's doing her meditation, and we're going to turn around soon because by the time we get back to the car it'll be dark. So we took our time on this walk and went all the way to Suicide Rock. Had a good nice chat with a couple of women there who had some great hiking experiences as well in other places. One German woman actually, she's been on a hike for 24 days on her own, backpacking, so quite an amazing achievement in one of the national parks in California. And then there was a rescue helicopter flying very close to us and coming right to where we were, looking over to Suicide Rock. We thought they might be on a rescue mission, but apparently yesterday there were 2 people that had fatal accidents. But today the helicopter that we saw was, after watching them for a while, that was a rescue exercise, I believe. I've got some of it on video, so you will see that later on as well. And I just climbed up a little bit higher here to see what's beyond the peak where we just were. But because the tree line is still so high up, or it's still up here and it goes further up, unless you get a clearing you can't see the next peaks that lead to that 3,300 meter high mountain, which I will do another time. It won't be possible today. We weren't intending to do it today either, but I will certainly come back and base myself in Palm Springs. It's a great venture point from here. You have beautiful hiking areas and nature right at your doorstep. So I will come back here one day and go on different hikes. Talk to you later.
Oh,
I think
it
I've
on
got it
video.
in the picture.
I mean, I've got it on picture.
There's a baby rattlesnake. Can you see it? And thank God it wasn't interested in us.
And thank God the mom wasn't around.
We are too big for it. It's curling up now. Ready to strike if it needed to. Look at that. I don't know if I've got it in the picture or not. And it's looking at me. It's so small though and so camouflaged.
Yep.
I don't know if I've got it in the picture. I'm on double the zoom. I must have it in the picture. Anyway, it's not moving anymore.